And we're back. Okay, there we go. Part two. That way y'all knew it was part two, right? You told me to restart the live. I just did what y'all told me to do. I thought Mika was going to bed. What did she say? I thought she said she was going to sleep. Oh, we lost Rain. Rain, where you at? We didn't see Dom or Rain tonight, right? I don't think so. To be scratching and turning those records. What does simp mean, though? Does that mean like simple? What does that mean? I just want to make sure I think it's what I think it means. Just got off the phone with Crystal. That was fast. How is Crystal this evening? She finished all right. If you're just joining us, welcome to our live. This is part two. We were on earlier, but we were having some difficulties, so we just hopped back on. She's good working third shift. What did she do, Dean? And I'm spent. Awesome powers. Good night, Mika. Nursing. Okay, you just said okay. So both Mika and Crystal are in the medical field. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Hello, Delano. How are you this evening? Pajama party. Yep. Right. Part two is pajama party. Yeah. we had the cooking session earlier, so now it's pajama party. Yeah. That sounds about right. Cause I was on class for like 2.5 hours. It was late. It didn't end till about 10:15ish, I think. A little after 10, I think. Yeah. Hello, Sunny. How are you? What's wrong, Sunny? You feeling okay? I am black, and I like it like that. I like it like that. Yes, I am black, Sunny. I am 100%. Why would I ban you, Sunny? You're bringing so much sun to the world. Oh my goodness, tube you. Tube said nope, nope. Hello, Chiros. It is Chiros. I'll do more. Thank you, Tubia. Misfit. Two of you knows what's up. Yeah. Hey, Jerome. How are you? Yeah. It's all good. We're fine here. Oh, Misfit. Misfit was like, look, I got that mod and I know how to use it. Shout out to our newest moderator. I forgot Misfit became a moderator last night. Hey, Jerome. Oh, good. Okay, good. So then you got him out here because it's all good. That doesn't bother me, you know. Go to the territory. Hello, Steven. So for every one of those, we have like 100 more that are super sweet. So it's all good. Look good. Did you were you on my live earlier, Jerome, when I was cooking? With great rent comes responsibility. Yes, Misfit. Absolutely. Thank you for your service. Oh, okay, okay, Misfit through Matt. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, boo. Oh man, TBA literally kills people. I'm like, Sonny sounds like he should be a nice person, because all it is that person doesn't like themselves, and so they're projecting onto other people, right? That's all that is. You're just not happy with yourself, so you project it onto others. And so I just turn it right back to you. And generally what happens is they get upset and they get nervous. Or either they turn, because remember we had somebody do that before, that came in and was like, you're just so nice, I can't even clown you. So I can't remember exactly their words. But it was like, man, I came here about to spam you, but I can't even do it. You're so nice. He was like, I just subscribed. I was like, oh, thank you. But if you get riled up with them, then that's what they're looking for. That's what they want you to do. That's what he said. That's exactly why he said that. Ban me. And you banned him, but you didn't have to. He would have stayed enough, and he would have got annoyed, and he would have left. Because we wouldn't have given him what he wanted, you know. Yes, that's true. But we ain't scaring nobody. Oh, thank you, Dean. Right. Because I really be wanting them to come to terms with themselves. I really want them to look themselves in the mirror and realize, who is you fight? You can't fight with me, because that's you. That's your insecurities. That's your problems. Right back at you, right? It's not me. Because you ain't never met me, right? You've never met me. Hello, Graves. How are you? What are you spelling? Hi, Graves. How are you this evening? Oh. Where are you from, Graves? We're glad you could join us this evening. It's a badge of honor to get banned for some. Yes, right. It's a badge of honor. Like, you're just giving them what they want. No, let them have fun. This is part of engagement. This is part of my public watch hours and my engagement. But here's what's interesting. The interesting thing is, like, the people who come and try to disrupt the chat are only the ones who make the chat stronger. They literally make the chat stronger, because everybody rows around the person who's like, why would you do that? Right? Why would you come in trying to cause discord with a group who's already solid? Right? So we already know you're an outsider. I'm gonna send you. I'm surprised you said that to me because I really thought that was gonna come from Dean. As soon as I thought, I was like, oh wait, that's not. I thought that was gonna be Dean to say that. Not beat to sleep. Dean. I feel like I have like a lot of brothers in this chat. Cause y'all, the way y'all swarm them, they can't even talk. They don't even get no good words in. Oh gosh. I'm gonna send you. Steven, I am from South Carolina. You know, I troll the trolls, but I can also find these. Oh no. So let me find out. You've one of those, right? The hackers. Hey Jerome. I'm practicing my demon impression. Oh, I'll be glad to send him to an early one. Oh, goodness. Hello, Mohi. Aline. All good. YouTube swarm. Right. Y'all were like, like I was like, I was trying to figure out, was he going to get it all the way through it? And he was like, nope. All good, Jerome. Happy to do that for me. Okay. There's a guy on Instagram that'll tell you how to do all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that. Y'all are my peoples. Keep trying to be. Oh, you're well kept, young woman. Thank you, Stephen. I'm trying to find that bass in my voice. Tubu. You can practice, Tubu. You know, anything that you do with your voice, with enough practice, it can be it can be achieved. Like if you wanted a deep voice like Deem, if you wanted a lighter voice, if you wanted like a Asian accent, Jamaican accent, Russian accent, right? New York accent, Boston accent, all of it is just practice. That's all it is. You want to use the wrench at least once. Well, you did, Misfit. You sure did. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Okay. Whew. Is it Cali? PSA. To all trolls, I better find something safe to do. Because I'm not the one you want to upset. Oh, goodness. Sheesh. Classic movie. Asia, I hum in lower register to get the low notes. I'm gonna say it once. I'm gonna say it once. Say what? Are you gonna say I'm only gonna say it once? Is that what you meant? Misfit, where my dog at? Oh, Misfit, he was on earlier actually. He was one of the first ones on when I was cooking earlier today. But I didn't really, I was cooking, so I wasn't really talking much. But he was on earlier. Yes, love. Oh, Misfit. It is. Rest, rip. Rest in peace, Torn. Thank you. You're welcome, Jerome. You're very welcome. Why y'all tell me what simp means? I asked 3 times already. All what? Boss Dog added 3 randos in his pack as he put it. Oh, that's what he did. He did say something. I didn't really read any of the chat. Oh, my thing. Okay, hold up. It lasted for a long time because what? How long we been on? That's good. That's what I was talking about when I said I don't want to experience anything from last night. Oh. But what is a simp, though? What does that mean? 2 patches, Oleon. 2. 2 patches? Who's patches? Who is patches? All love. Thank you, Jerome. Oh, you didn't like that. Deem, you was the main one in the chat last night. What do you mean you don't want to experience that from last night? What, with Boss Dog? Hold on, you're running too fast now. You gotta watch Dodgeball, Aysia. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, simp is someone who does way too much for someone they like, often to the point of being overly attentive, submissive, or desperate for their affection, even when their efforts are unreciprocated. Oh, then I know a lot. Glory to the internet. Okay, simp is a simple that goes out of his way to try to get, it still fails miserable. Gotcha. Well, Sierra Man did not fail. I gave the book definition, and you gave the street definition. They were both good definitions. I appreciated both sides. I appreciated the the Webster's Dictionary and then the Urban Dictionary. I appreciated them both. I had to do my step. I got the Webster's Dictionary and the Urban Dictionary. They were both good though. Duality. Yes, duality. Oh gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all are hilarious. Oh my gosh. My cheeks hurt from laughing. That's why I kept saying thank you. I'm here all week. And then you talking about you didn't want to be like last night, but you was killing it, chat, last night. Do you really want to be a stand-up comedian? Like if I put you like on live for like a nice, can you do like a 10-minute set? Is it funnier with your deep voice? And do you have any skits with your voice. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, gotcha. If you're just joining us, please like and subscribe. My name is Aysia. I am currently in South Carolina, usually in Atlanta, and we're just chatting. This is part two. We had some funky business earlier, so we stopped live and restarted it. But feel free to come in and introduce yourselves, and we're just chatting right now. It's been a crazy day. I think Rain popped off. She didn't come back and join us. We have quite a bit of regulars who come every night, but I might have lost them in the transition. But if I did that on live, I'll really gotcha. I don't think I was too hard on Rain. I don't think so, but or we were too hard on Rain, I should say. It wasn't just me. I'd be trying to help the youngins. I feel like I already know how this is about to go. I'm trying to grab my dog right away. Oh my gosh, Misfit. You stop. Stop. I need to go back and watch the live from today because I was cooking, so I didn't get to read the comments. So, like, what time did y'all jump in? Do you know? Because I started the live about 10, maybe about 10:40, I think, maybe. I was cooking for most of it, so I really don't know what all he said. There were some new people in there, though, too. Let me see. We were told our points of use as elders. Oh, now we elders. You just added 80 years. Let me see. Tough love is still Asian, no, not really. She just needs to consider what we were saying to her and also consider her feelings and emotions. Yeah, because what's going to happen is, let's say this is very early on, and then they have a falling out, right? Then either one or we lose both. Either one will come on every now and again, or you lose both, right? Because that's just how it goes. And it's so fresh and so new. And then if it doesn't work out, then she'll be upset. But it's like we told you, though. At 21, a man at 21. I don't know enough about Gab. Gavin's only been on twice. So I don't know his level of discernment, right? I don't know him enough to gauge him like that, especially at 21. I mean, I don't know any of his background, any of that stuff, so I can't say. He don't be in here enough. You can take a horse of water, but you can't make him drink. Absolutely, too, yeah. Tough love. I still love you. Thank you, Misfit. Looky here, young whippersnapper. That girl gotta go and learn and gotta go where we've been. She's still youngin'. Yeah, 23 is still very young. Ooh, we put the fly from Georgia to Texas. Right. To clear a $5,000 cart. That seemed far-fetched to me. Who has a $5,000 cart? Maybe like 500. But 5,000? Don't have too far, right? had said like an old man, right? Right. 5,000 cards is crazy. Ain't nothing. I mean, five. From Friday. Now, mind you, she met him here in this live on Friday. It's Tuesday. It's just Tuesday. It's just Tuesday. Ain't even been a whole week. They already doing sexting, FaceTime, Snap, and you know Snapchat. Yeah, that's them young people. Snapchat, showing they stuff, and then it deletes in 3 seconds. Mm. But I don't even think it's a simp thing. If you're doing all that at 21, he just got outside. He brand new. He don't even know how to work his own stuff yet. He's doing. Oh, this what it do? Oh, look, it's what it. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. This is too young. Who made the water bottle comment though? Right. Exactly. Was that her? Who made the water bottle reference though? Who brought that up? That was her? I don't think he's a simp. I think I think he's like what you call him? Cause Q do him. I think he's more along the lines of a Q than anything else, but he's like a younger version of a Q at 21. That's what I'm saying. I think he's very charismatic, and I think he's young, and I think he has a swagger to him. But I also think at her age, she don't see all that just yet. And so he may like her right now, but it's only y'all like 3 or 4 days in. You don't even know him 2 weeks from now, a month from now. Like you fly over and tease him and fly back. I don't see her. I don't see it. I don't see it. I feel like she gonna give in. I don't see it. I don't see a tease. Because it's something about to see somebody and pretend and be FaceTime and all stuff. It's a different energy in person. Right. So she was like, "Oh, I gotta see about it." But if you want to see it, and then you know the infamous y'all's favorite line, "Let me just put the tip in." Oh, she already gone. She already lost. She already lost. She don't even know. I should have told her before she got off. If he gives you that line, I need you to snap out of it. If he gives you that line, snap out of it. Just put the tip in. Lowercase q, right? Right, cause when Q was like, "Oh, he's solid people," I was like, "Nope." Q be like, "Boss dog solid." Nope. I don't trust nothing you say no more. You hear me? Nothing. He'll have you up the creek without a paddle. Don't follow him up. He gaslight everybody. Yeah, you should do it, boss. Don't do it. I'm gonna let him figure it out. It keeps life interesting. It keeps your life interesting. It makes her hurt and sad after she come back and he don't talk to her no more. But he'll have a fun pal when he flies back into Georgia because his family lives in Georgia. So he'll hit her back up. I just, prayerfully, it's not what I think it is. Prayerfully, you know, the younger generation is not like the millennials. Maybe they do something different, you know? Maybe the cycle does not repeat itself. And it's not them figuring out, it's her. Low key. Do I have any children? I do not have any children, Steven. Ain't no tip over here. You really got all in. No, we not. Hey, boss dog. Boss dog. When did you pop in? Okay, let's see here. We was just talking about you. Ain't no tip over here. You really get all in. You get nothing. Oh my gosh. What do you mean? How you get all that in, child? No. Just now. It's good to see you, boss dog. Where'd you go? I saw you earlier and you dropped off or something. Remember that scene from Baby Boy when Jody slammed the door in his back face? Wish you saved day. I brought Robert with me. Oh, Robert's here? Robert was here too. What happened to Robert? You're right. Makes what creamy? Deem. What creamy? I'm waiting. Fast enough. Star. He's gonna pop in. Oh, okay. You and Robert was having a powwow, I guess. All right. Well, that's cool, I guess. That's really cool. Really cool. He's Boss dog, you know Misfit just got, the moderator too. Misfit is a regular, just like you, boss dog. Literally regular. To be Which is why we thought it was so strange when you started talking, because Misfit is always here though. He's always here. Boss dog, but you be in so many missions, you don't be paying attention to nobody. We twins, boss dog. He not going nowhere. Y'all both is family. I don't know what Daddy Deem has to do with cream. Clean up on aisle 4. To be doing more than who will lose the Bulls or who will Titan? That's a good one. He's usually I don't want to. Are we talking about like ice cream? After what went downhill. I guess you talking about Crystal. Take it easy on her. Why you always like being so loud? Boss dog in the chat. He's not going nowhere. That's why we thought you doing all this stuff was crazy. It was funny, but were you good? You good, boss dog? We understand. You thought misfit was misfit. We got it. Well, I know she hasn't gotten it. And I hope she doesn't. I hope y'all take things slow. Everybody want to stick their thing in everything. Slow down. We know, boss dog. We know. You ain't, we understand because it's online. You ain't look for the Adam's apple. We understand. It's okay. You good. You good. Give it about another week and we'll be uncommon. It's like a box of chocolate and never know what you're going to get. It's all in chest. Don't take it in chest. It's all in jest. Don't take it in chest. Team's going to take her dancing. That's the goal. You like, okay, that's fine. You can call me your little brother. That's fine. What are y'all, like a year apart? 33, 32, something like that? Or Miss Fish in his 20s? Or is it? I don't know. look at the brotherly love. We're gonna get it's like Jack and Jill in the chat, or brothers. What you call it? Like Boy Scouts. Just like that, all is right with the world. Amen. Amen. But first, I have a mission for you. Find Chief and tell him we are being deployed. Boss Dog, Chief is not coming on. You saw Chief earlier. He's still dealing with all his stuff right now. So we're gonna let him handle his stuff. He's not gonna come back on tonight. You got a lot going on. She don't need to see it. It's only been both of y'all. I don't know what happened with the full moon, but everybody's like trying to jump really fast, right? It's a new moon, it's new love, it's all that stuff. Enjoy it, have fun. Just take it slow. Big brothers, big sisters, America vibes. Absolutely, Tuvia. Chief ain't doing what? Chief is, he had tornadoes. He had tornadoes. How we already been on 45 minutes? We're gonna call it about 15 minutes. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Chief, he got a lot going on. A lot of devastation, a lot of deaths, a lot of, he hadn't been to school because his school got messed up in the tornado, so he hadn't even been in a class. Remember, he tore his ACL when we first, about a couple months back. He's got a lot going on. Then his dad's brother passed, and remember his grandma had was it his grandmother? I think when we first got on back in January, his grandmother had passed away. He's had a lot of devastation in like the last 3 months or so. Especially at his age. That's a lot. Let me see. Oh, yeah, Danielle called. I left it ringing. Oh, because she could feel it. I think people can feel your energy when other people are, like, knocking on the door. Yeah. Everybody's connected, like, subconsciously, but your soul can feel that stuff. Like, when I call, like, and I call Q or something, Q, and then he comes in the chat, you know what I mean? Like, your soul can feel that stuff. Like, it's a soul calling. And so now that you have Crystal in the wings, Daniela's gonna start, be like, hey, I think I'm losing him, right? Yeah. I was like, I need to start dating more than I thought about. I was like, who want them? I just quieted them down. They just got quiet. They'll be riled right back up. I feel like I should go on a date this weekend. I don't know. I did tell my grandma I'm going to go to church with her on Sunday. I haven't had a late night and then turn around and went to church Sunday morning in a long time. Maybe I should try. Maybe I should try again. I'm wearing this black dress right here. It's their Women's Day at their church. No, don't say that, Misfit. Do not say that. 15 minutes. 10 minutes now. Him and Sandy had a lot of bad things going on. Who? Him and Sandy? Oh, Sandy, right. But Sandy was Sandy's pregnant, and I was in pain. I was like, I had a lot going on. Right, you're right. So weird, fun guy. I try my best, big bro. Keep trying to reach him. Former President Dean, can you hear me? What's up, boss? Single has been sent. Single what has been sent? We need to focus the problem in San Francisco. Who's in San Francisco? Oh, signal has been sent. What about it? What's in San Francisco? I feel like I want to watch The Resident. What are we going to do about? What are we doing about what in San Francisco? What's in San Francisco? I don't know anybody in San Francisco. Like nobody. I know. I think Blue lives in L.A. Yeah, I think. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Um, Feel free to go, Martha. Me wrong button. What'd you do? Misfit? What'd you do, Misfit? Nuke button. You got rid of somebody? Yes. Clean the teeth. Five more minutes. Who want to go out into the field? I'm ready for bed. I'm not going to nobody's field. I'm about to go to sleep. Beautiful everything. Thank you, Steven. Misfit said I was just wounded. Random, though. Random thought I love Keisha Cole's song. I should have cheated. That was so random. I should have cheated? Where you got that from? Keisha Cole? Where she came from? I am Stephen. You are absolutely correct about that. Let me She's singing from the heart. Oh. I've got this little wrap, but I also need my other wrap. This and you look so damn cozy. I am cozy. I am good. I want to get under these covers. I want to go to bed. I tend to the room as I'm Surgeon General. Oh, bro, you're a soldier now. I was like, you ain't gotta worry. What you talking about, Dean? You ain't gotta worry about it. What are you talking about? Worry about what? Go ahead. I think I can. The light, the song? Oh, you should have cheated. Oh, I don't have to worry about you cheating on me. Misfit said. That's hilarious. But if Boss Dog and Misfit was a thing, who would be Tom and who would be Bob? Oh. Have you ever cheated? Y'all the one talking about, listen, you started that when you said, he said, I'll be right behind you. And Tubes, you said, I bet. Y'all opened that door. Not you, but in general, it's cool. Have you ever cheated? Dean says no. Miss, have you ever cheated? He's my big bro, not my uncle. Open the back. You're not answering the question. Don't worry about it. I'm not talking about that, Misfit. I'm talking about, have you ever cheated? I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not worried about tops and bottoms and backs and fronts. I know y'all are strong men. I mean, maybe I should have did that. I meant to do this like strong men. I mean, y'all are strong men. But I thought about the cheated because of Deem's song that he chose by Keisha Cole. So that's why I asked you, have you ever cheated? I know y'all don't. I know y'all are not. You know. All this is brotherly love anyway. Don't worry about none of that. What does that mean? What does that mean? Are you easily persuaded by a lady? I guess it's time to get off now. Everybody got quiet. Good. It's a good time to close. Never have cheated. If I have to do it, that means you're not important to me. No one care about you. Okay. It's a good answer, Dean. Trading places by sus song like suspect, like it's giving something else. It's just on TV. What does STG mean? I'm always on I'm always on the top tonight. I'm on the bottom because we trading places. I don't think he meant like a man though. I thought he meant like a lady. Like he's always on top, and so switch places. So then she's on top. So like he's always giving missionary, but then she's on top. No. You know how old I am. I'm 38. Asia, we gotta have a night where we teach you all the slang. Yeah, cause you know this new age stuff. All I know is like Cap and Riz. What is this? That's what. Oh, STG is swear to. Oh gosh, I don't know if I like that one. Oh, oh, bro, are you with the soldiers? That sure is weird. To be real. We used to love us some Usher. Oh my gosh, that was my age though. That's my timeline. I wish I had seen him in concert. I still got this though. I get that all the time, Steven. I'm a cougar. Yeah, because you didn't even answer it, Misfit. Hang on. A jive turkey? I'm not that old. Stand down. Okay. I'm not even standing up. Boss dog, what you mean stand down? I'm not even standing up. Can't answer. So that means you have cheated before, Misfit. You can own it. I mean, I'm not the type to say once a cheater, always a cheater. Because I know that it's in you. That's something internal that you have to work through. You know, I had to start reframing my stuff. Like when people disappear or people cheat and all that stuff, you just realize that's something they have to deal with internally, right? They just didn't know how to treat you because they don't know how to treat themselves. I was watching a live today. It wasn't a live. I'm fibbing. It was like an Instagram quote or something. They said, you know, being in a healthy relationship is so much more work than being in a toxic one. And then it was a whole feed about different people. And it was like, man, they didn't realize how toxic they were until they got into a healthy relationship. And it was like, man, this is some hard work. Because toxic relationships allow you to just be who you are. And healthy relationships make you work on who you used to be, right? To become a better version of who you are. And so that is the hardest thing to do for most people because they don't want to work on themselves and they don't realize how wounded they are really. Prayers for Rain and Gavin. I wish I had thought about this earlier today, but I mean, it comes when it comes. So yeah, so it's one of those things super common in my family. Could be worse though. Super common. Oh, what, cheating? Yeah, it really allows you to like go back and reflect because everything that you are, that's what I was telling my sister earlier today. I was like, our subconscious only knows us. It doesn't know anybody else. It only knows what we've been telling it and what you've experienced all your life. So that's all it knows, and all it knows how to keep you safe is to do this to certain people, run when you hear this, do, shy away when you hear that. It's just a different dynamic. You have to train it. You really have to train it. It's almost like like a defaulted mechanism. You really have to put in the work to fix it, because it's definitely, I don't want to say it's broken, but it definitely needs some rewiring. Definitely needs some things that need to be uninstalled and reinstalled, and some old software needs to be updated, right? There's some loose screws in there. Yeah, there's a couple of loose screws in there. A couple loose pins. Walls need to be painted. New air conditioning, new electrical units, right? It may be time for some spark plugs to be fixed. It's just a lot of stuff. That battery from the smoke detector keep going off. Somebody ain't changed it yet. Oh, goodness. That's the hardest part, is having a healthy relationship. Now, that's my next question to you. And I probably will bring this up again because it's getting late. But think on this. I'm going to end this in about a minute. So we'll bring this back tomorrow. But how many of you have ever been, or have you ever been in a healthy relationship? And what does that look like? I'm curious. Because I honestly don't know that I have been in one. Or maybe I thought it was toxic, but it turned out to be that it was probably healthier than I thought it was. Looking back at it, one of them was probably healthier, but I didn't know how to process it at the time. Moving too fast. Now Dean went right back to Gavin and what's going. Yes, prayers go to Rain and Gavin. Were you even on Boss Dog at that time with Rain and Gavin? Aysia, why you gotta be hard on little bro? I didn't even know you was in the chat when we were talking about Rain and Gavin. I thought you was gone by then. So are they computer or are they house? Now they're car. I'm just saying all those things, right? Our bodies have so many different pieces and parts. We all of that stuff. We the whole engine. We all the things. Right? Because we're transportation for our bodies, right? We move from point A to point B. We're definitely the hard drive. We are definitely the computer, the brain, assembles so many different things, right? Yeah. It houses everything. Everything is stored in the body, right? You got the attic up here. You got the basement down here. Don't nobody want to talk about what's in the basement, but there's a lot of stuff in the basement. Yeah. All the things. All of it. Vroom, vroom. I in one right now. Thank you. Yes, Aysia, why you gotta give me such a hard time? Yes, I was. Okay. A healthy relationship is when both parents have healed. That's a deep one. I don't know if I've seen two healthy. Not my household, but somebody's household, I'm sure. I love that answer, though, Tubu. That's beautiful. Are your parents still together, Tubu? That's a good question. I have, but I couldn't tell you. But it was a lot of good and some bad, but I wasn't aware of what a healthy relationship was during that time. Right. And I think that's the part. And it wasn't until I read the post today that really made me think about that. I was like, ooh, this is good. I got to go back and find it. I'm in a healthy relationship since you dumped me. And see, even the fact that you said, I dumped you, would suggest that that would be more of a toxic thing. And so now that you feel like I dumped you, when you go back and you heal, then you realize that was more healthy than it was toxic. Because when somebody tells you exactly what you need to hear and you don't like the way it was told to you, but it wasn't disrespectful, it wasn't rude, it wasn't, Nobody was yelling at you and threatening you or anything, but they just told you as it is, straight face, straight, no chaser. And how you took it may have been like you were angry and upset, but that's really probably more healthier than you've probably experienced, and that's why it hurts. It hurts because they came at you like straight, right? They didn't have to do all the theatrics. They just came at you straight and was like, hey, I'm out and I'm telling you why, right? Instead of them ghosting you and not talking to you and them ignoring you and all the things, if they come and you say, hey, this is not working and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. I can tell that you have not done the work. I can tell that you have not healed. I can tell that you are demanding and you are coming at me in a way that I don't feel comfortable. And so for that reason, I'm out, right? And so that will cause you tension. But that's very healthy. Teach a man to fish. Cheer by the dozen. Oh my other day. You sound like Trump when you said housing. My parents are redacted. Um, yeah, that's a deep. You know what? Let's address the elephant in the room, okay? GBM. Life was hard growing up. Mom left before I was even born. Wow, Miss Fat. Let's talk about it. What the hell? Let it roll up. You so silly, Big Dean. Sounded like a Shark Tank when you said for that reason I'm out. I do like me some Shark Tank. I do like me some Shark Tank. I do. And I do like business stuff, right? Yeah. And so I'm at a place where I can talk about these things um, with some extra, like with a little extra backing to it because I've done the work. Now, I wouldn't say that I'm completely healed. I'm completely 100 about any of these things. I do not know everything, but what I can tell you is it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of being open and honest with yourself and then talking things out with other people. And that's the beautiful thing. Like when you can articulate yourself and you can talk about things that have bothered you in the past or things that you thought were handled that you was like, oh no, they did this and they did that and they did this. And then when you step back, you say, oh no, it wasn't them, it was really you. But you didn't know how to take it because they were so upfront with you. And most people would have lied to you and gave you all the fluff and all the stuff. And you would have had to sit there and pick through all the things that you thought they said and figure out what they meant because they gave you so much garbage with their answer or with their non-answer that you accepted that. And so when somebody comes to you full on and say, oh no, this and this and this and this, and look at you like you stupid. You like, I feel like you looked at me stupid. He was like, no, but it comes off that way because they're so confident in their answer. It almost confuses you, making you think that you're like something's wrong with you. But in fact, you really needed that because you needed to come to terms with the situation. Now, once you have gotten that part out the way, then you can kind of siphon through and see what else there is there, right? And so I do think as far as relationship goes, I wouldn't say it's always one side. It's not always this person is always wrong and this person is always wrong. There are both sides that could do different things better, right? But everybody's not really good at communication. I think for a long time, and I'm still working on communication to this day. This is why I'm on the call with you all every night because I want to get better at communication. Because even though I think I'm saying all the things that I want you to hear, I don't know that it's being received in the way that I'm giving it to you. So we just continue to have the conversation. We continue to have the back and forth until we get better at it, you know? And so that's one of the reasons why I feel like the youngins in the chat move a little too fast, but we were all like that, right? We all moved a little too fast. We didn't have enough conversations to know what we liked and what we didn't like. And so when we get upset with people and we don't know how to handle our emotions and we don't know how to handle our feelings, that's when we, run and do something we probably shouldn't have done. Like go cheat with somebody, right? But that was a feeling that you had and I didn't know how to handle it. So I went and cheated, but that really wasn't probably the best way to handle it. I probably should have talked it out first. I probably could have walked off. Probably should have, blew off some steam, drank, played a game, went out with the bros or something. I didn't have to take it as far as I did. But then we start to self-sabotage, like when we don't know how to handle our emotions. So that's all. Time to go to sleep. You trying to put me to bed, Steven? Okay, hold on. Insider knowledge, absolutely. That's that subconscious from Shark Tank, bleeding into relationships. Fluff and stuff. Do be doing. The elephant in the room is the ego, because I was trying to be a good boyfriend to Aysia. And she didn't like the way I talked and handled things, so emotions were high. Things got said, and then that boss, you need to drop the fantasy and embrace reality. Yeah, tube you. When emotions are high, like and subscribe. I needed you to say that, Misfit, like 2 hours ago. So I could have pinned that in the chat. We're about to go to bed now. What really, tube you? Use your time to go to sleep. Yes, Steven. That's right, little bro. Not this again. DB emotions versus logic. Simply put. Right. So, Boss Dog is still under the impression that it was me who dumped him, when in fact reality would be essentially you dumped yourself. Because your actions speak louder than words. And so, when you keep putting the blame on me, it's like, well, I did this and I did that and I did that and I dumped you. When in fact the action was, yes, I did. You're forgetting the precursor to all of that. So it's when we can take responsibility for our own actions and see where we played if you're playing the victim role, then you won. You got that, dude. I live in Hawaii and I'm coming to get you. Ooh, Hawaii. I don't think we got anybody from Hawaii. Okay. Honolulu. What part of Hawaii? Boss, you're assigning blame and not accepting responsibility. Absolutely. What did I do, Tube? Steven, not the only one trying to put you to bed. Steven Wellman. In what logic? Dumping yourself is diabolical. Oh gosh. The first things first is the victim mentality, which simply says that it's not your fault, it's everybody else's fault. And so that's one of the things that you have to learn in you learn this over time, but sometimes you learn it faster, like when you're in therapy, because you start hearing everybody else's stories. Or like, I've done group therapy and I've done therapy by myself. And when you're in therapy by yourself, you're like, dang, the only common denominator in all this foolishness is me. Interesting, right? You talking about everybody else and everybody's a problem, and then you turn around and be like, but I'm the only one sitting in this chair. So then who's the problem? It's you, right? Or your perception of how everything really is. And then when you go into group therapy and you hear other people else's stuff, you go, ooh, child, I ain't that bad. Look, you know what? I ain't that bad. We can go figure this out. Let me go back out there. It's fine. I'm not that bad. Like, ooh, you had what now? She did what now? So and so with what? Ooh, no. Mm-mm. That ain't my life. We good. Um, so then, yeah, so once you realize that, okay, what have I contributed to this problem, to this situation that we're in, then you can have that's when you start to have really meaningful conversations with people, right? But if you're only playing the victim and everything is somebody else's fault and not yours, and you can't take responsibility, then that's where I leave you. I can only take you so far. But if you're in victim mentality and I'm trying to get to victor mentality, then I have to leave you where you are. And so we are at the place where we are having healthier relationships, healthier communication styles, healthier ways of life. So that way we're not backtracking and peddling into things that are serving to us. And I hope that you understand what I'm saying to you. You know, mission accomplished. Yeah. Ah. Sorry, I was trying to get that little thing. They added oh, they changed something on here. Oh man. They used to have a thing that said like 5 minutes. But they changed it to 49 seconds. Oh. It used to be a thing on here. Mm. Now you say, can we please just bury it and get over it? Why we gotta bury it? We gotta talk about it. That's the thing. Burying stuff over time, when it rains, it's just gonna come right back up. You burying it doesn't mean it goes away. That's the part I'm talking about with the basement, like the house in the basement. You burying the skeletons doesn't mean that the skeletons are not still there. You exposing the skeletons and figuring out why they're still there and how to deal with them is the only way that they stop becoming skeletons for you, right? The elephant in the room will stay the elephant in the room till you address the elephant in the room, right? Gaslighting is dirty work. You hear me? Oh, and that just became like a word that we really just started using, narcissists and gaslighting and all that stuff. But at the same time, you still gotta, people love to use the term narcissist now so much. But it still takes the blame off of them onto somebody else, and that still puts you back in victim mode. So even if they could have been, but you still had a role to play in it. The truth is, I was trying to love you as a loving boyfriend. I wasn't trying to hurt you, okay? That wasn't my intention. Boss dog, we're on the internet. We're on the internet. We talk in this chat. We only talk in this chat. That's it. So it can't be a loving relationship. You can't be a loving boyfriend. We only talk in this chat. You don't know me outside of here. So we just have really good conversations, but nobody's dating anybody. I'm petite Stephen. Yes. That's like R. Kelly saying he wasn't holding women captive and he was just wasn't trying to own responsibility. More than a mahi mahi. Darlene, Gracie had the same problem. If you date someone while dating yourself, is that cheating? No, Misfit. Because you should always date yourself. You should always take yourself on dates. We call them artist dates. Because here's the thing. But I'm glad, to your point, I'm glad you said that. You ever know, like, when you date somebody and they say how you got them is how you keep them, and then when you stop dating them and y'all just start living together or doing whatever, he's like, well, he's not doing the things he used to do. She's not doing the things she used to do. And that's when people start drifting apart. The same goes with yourself. You still need to date yourself so that you know what it is that you like, because if you stop doing the things that you enjoy yourself doing and the things that you think is fun, when you get into a relationship and you stop dating yourself, then those same problems still arise because you stopped dating yourself. You stopped taking yourself um, out to eat, or stop taking yourself, like, let's say you like painting, or like, going to art museums or something. And then when you get with this other person, you stop doing that, and then you find yourself in these situations where you're always agitated, always irritated. Every little thing that they're doing is pissing you off. Well, that's a self problem, right? That's not them. That's you. You got to figure out what that is. And it could be just something simple as going back to your art museums. That's what brings you peace. That's something that you like to do, right? Taking yourself out for lunch every now and again. It's just something, maybe you like people watching, right? Something that you need to do for yourself. So you still do need to date yourself. Absolutely. If I travel back in time, okay, be this in the future. What? Too beauty. That is dark. I know that now. Copy understood. Reem, Dom, Rain, and Kevin. Tube you. Maybe if you fry your future omelets possible. You weigh 125. Not quite, Steven. Let's see, your stuff. I hear you, and I hear you. I can't find no love around here. I don't know what that means. You can't find any love, right? There is no you can't find any love. You haven't done the work. The work is hard work because it's not easy. Because it hurts, because it sucks to sit there and figure out the parts of you that need fixing. The parts of you that are broken, the parts of you that are hurting because you have not healed. The parts of you that are there is it's one of those things where, like, you have to sit with your thoughts. That's like the worst feeling in the world for most people, just to sit with their thoughts, because they know how negative their thoughts are. And then you have to change your mindset and your thoughts, be like, I'm in a positive manner. We all have negative thoughts. We all think bad things about ourselves. I'm not cute, I'm not pretty, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not confident, I'm not people don't like me, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, there are so many different things that you could say bad to yourself, and then you have to flip them around, because they're only the things that you've been saying to yourself. So now you have to start saying the positive things to yourself. And the more positive things you say to yourself, the more people will receive you in that manner. a confident man that knows his stuff, that feels good about himself, you can literally attract any kind of woman that you want to you when you're in that state of mind. You don't have to be loud, you don't have to be mean, you don't have to be demeaning, you don't have to be forceful, you don't have to demand anything. And women will just flock to you. But you don't have to, come here, do this, do that. You can just say it as just as calmly as you want to, and people will just come to you. You know, you don't have to yell, you don't have to fuss, right? Sometimes you just walk into a room and everybody just turns. That's the energy you want. You want to be able to command the room without saying a word. The person who talks the most in the room knows the least, because all that talk is just trying to hide all the facts that they don't know. And so they feel like if I talk enough, people will listen to me, and so they know I'm right. When in fact the people who know the most just be like, they sound so dumb. They just be looking like, I know exactly who you are and how you are just by everything that you say. All right, let's read this chat. Miss Fee, you know your stuff too, yeah. I can't find it. Luke 4:23, physician healed thyself. Aysia is not dark. It's called the grandfather paradox. Oh, interesting. I'll write that down. Oh, so you read what I said wrong. Oh, did I? Oh. What did you say then? Maybe I should disappear for Rob Boss. Just work on the speed in which you attach. Good idea to good man. Respectfully, boss, life is beautiful. Get out there and experience the positive things. Yes, absolutely. That I can do. Yeah. I like to say, it's just like a bank, right? If all the things that you're saying to yourself are negative, now you have to start putting in the positive things. So now you have a net. Your bank account is negative. So now you gotta start putting all the positive things in. And so over time, and it takes a while. Over time, you'll get to a zero balance. But every day, remember, we have negative thoughts every day. So you have to think about the negative thoughts plus the positive thoughts. So you still got to pile on the positive even with the negative. It's a daily thing. It happens every day. You know? I think about sending you a lot of money. Thank you, Steven. I do have an Amazon storefront if y'all would like to buy something from my Amazon store. I keep forgetting to put that in my stuff. I never told you, Aysia, this, but I had a big crush on Aysia. I think we know that. Oh, Boss Dog, thank you for sharing. Godfather paradox. I wanted to write that down. You mean, when you say Godfather, you mean the movie? Then, of course, then it's not dark. Say hello to my little friend. Is that Scarface or Godfather? I'm not saying you have to disappear, Boss Dog, but you just have to, you maybe do some silent sitting. And silent sitting is no like TV, no internet, no phone. Just kind of sitting with yourself, sitting with your thoughts and writing and journaling. Kind of see what comes up for you. Because you can hear God a lot louder when all the distractions are off. Yes, there's a lot of good advice in the chat. And I thank y'all for being giving him good advice, because I know I can only speak from a female perspective, but I know from a male perspective, I'm sure that he can value your input much better than mine. Thank you. Mercado. Too. But now I must do some thinking. It's a paradox about time and travel. QT time, yeah. It's good. All right. Well, I'm going to give y'all about a minute left and we're going to call it. Mika's not a big sister. Mika's 24. She'll be your little sister. I mean, you can call her whatever you want, but we're gonna call it a night very shortly. Any other last words, last comments? I feel like y'all have me thinking I want to sell my lip things. Like people be doing with their feet pics. How much do you think this will go for? $200? Night, foxy lady. Thank you, Misfit. Why do you have the fan running? Because it's hot in here. Or maybe I'm hot. Ooh. All right. Good night, gentlemen and gentlewomen. It's been a privilege. Stay well and raise hell. Thank you all. As always, I love you. I love you. I love you. All smiles. Keep smiling. We do this every night from start at 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time until whenever we wrap up. So I love a hot woman. Another. All right. Till we meet again. I will see you on the other side of the morning. Good night.